Hello and welcome back to Space Engineers. My name is Rabenschild and we have to talk about this thing. So you can see that I have wings on it now. So the color, don't take a look at the color. It's just I colored it in something else to test something because yeah, we will talk about that in a second. So with the wings, that whole thing is just worse now. You can see that now the whole thing is completely off because it just wobbles itself, not apart, but you can see that everything is off. And I've already put more gyros on it. I have put I tried multiple things to kind of alleviate the problem. It's not doing what I wanted to do. So the question now is, and here by the way you can see the problem are also the other rotors. They make the whole thing wobble even more because they themselves kind of start to wobble in the head, and not too good. Let me reverse that again. I want to land that thing. One thing I would like to have kind of would be a way to have them all down once when I start, and then but it's the problem is I'm thinking about things that are just not possible with this thing. You can see I've put on more gyros to kind of maybe make the problem go away. So there were suggestions, or one suggestion to instead use projectors for the wings. That's maybe a thing I want to try, but that's kind of not what I want. I don't want to have these holographic looking things up top there, and I'm pretty sure they would wobble too, but and also with the built-in repair system around, projectors kind of lose stuff like that. Yeah, there could be, there could be a space in between everything so that the projector doesn't or that the thing doesn't get welded up, but with the wings it is not possible. So that wobbles too much, makes flight not really appealing. So what I could do is maybe just have that thing around, and then we would need to think about a different way to get around. I don't know. Sometimes projects like these are nice to just have something nice looking be around. But on the other hand, it's a bit of a waste of resources. Let me take a look at something. Boink, 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 boink. See, that's the problem, that the whole thing then just moves. I could go and kind of change it out so that these rotors are gone. Then I would need a bit more space to have the wings, or I could make the wings in a way where they how to say that, where they have a different shape. So this could be a smooth side, and this on the other side there could be a smooth side, so they can work next to each other. But there needs to be a bit of space in between them, because this wobbles too. And if it moves, let us take a look how bad it is. That's a lot more rigid. So if I remove... It could be that if I remove the rotors, that it at least doesn't wobble in itself. Maybe we could test that. Maybe we could test that. Let us get rid of these parts. By the way, here you can see that I have brought in the Armor Compendium mod. And that makes stuff like this possible. Bitfighter, he has a different name on YouTube, said that it reminds him of a dragonfly, and I'm pretty sure that's where they got the idea from. Pretty sure that's the case. But here in my case, it definitely goes into that direction a lot more with the huge tail in the back. It's great. I really like it. So let me step away from this just for a second, just to show you. So I've improved our power situation, and then I also went in and improved this here. So we have assembler. The assembler is still here. The refinery is still here, and today we will definitely knock out a part of the platform to bring in some collectors. I also went in and went into the mountain. Let me turn the lights on. I've put these containers here so I can remove the one up top, and I installed a cheeky Tim. This is hopefully running relatively fine, so we at least get some things sorted out. I need to bring this battery down there somewhere. It is still moving things in and out. Tim is not making any problems there. That's a good thing. And yeah, that is the next thing that we need to do. Remove this so that we have a platform that we can land our ships on. Okay, I will go and modify that just to see how bad it then is. And again, the flapping motion will make problems. I think we cannot get around this. So we should be prepared to call this kind of just a build for style thing. Okay, we have it, it looks nice, and then we keep it for exactly that reason, I would say. Yeah, let me put in the work, and then yeah, we don't know, we do other things later. The whole thing here is coming along really well. I really like that. I don't know. I even went back to space, to the Empress, and did some work there, just so... I don't know. I brought some stuff down, and I had time to just throw in some things. Good. Back in a bit. So I removed the rotors in the back, the up rotors, and now both are just straight sitting in there. Wings at the moment are the same, so they have the same weight, the same length and all that stuff. So to, don't know, maybe cancel out vibrations. Problem is, it nearly ripped itself apart a few minutes ago. So let us just see what happens. Okay, that works. Why are the others not working? I have set up the whole rotor thing, so they are... Maybe I need to recompile. That could be a thing I need to do. Programmable block. On. Recompile. Yes, now something is happening. Not what we want, but something is happening. Okay, you see it does work. It sadly is not the way I would like it to be. So we can throw. Why are the others so slow? I think I brought that up. $60 rounds per minute and 60 rounds per minute. It could be because one thing I changed was share the inertia tensor. Ah, ha, ha. It seems if I share the inertia tensor, the whole thing kind of works better, but the forces that are put onto the ship itself again then get kind of negated. It looks kind of weird and nice, but it's too wobbly, and we cannot throw sadly can't throw gyros on it. Again, I added more gyros. If gyros would help, we would already have seen an improvement of the whole thing. So another thing again I can do is the whole projector thing, but then I still have wobbling masses there that might just make problems. I will in... Oh no! Oh, the back ones are heavier. Did I do that? I did that wrong. That's bad. Let us just test that again. Something went wrong while building. Maybe if the weight is removed, then something changes. I don't really believe in it, but I want to give it a fair test, at least that. Okay, would you please weld up these things? Thank you. And now we should go in and set the rotor. The front ones we will just move up. And now it's not as bad as it was before. Okay, if we now share the inertia tensor, it should do the same, but maybe... Yeah, see, it does the same. Whoa, that throws it out of whack like crazy. Back, right, reverse. Right, back, reverse. Come on. Oh. The inertia tensor makes it don't know, like it sits in tar or something like that. Okay, the inertia tensor is something we definitely don't want. The wobble is better. Or? The wobble is better. It's not as bad anymore. It's still bad, and I'm pretty sure as soon as we fly, it will go out of whack again at one point. But hey, this is not bad. Now it threw itself out of whack again. It's just the thing is that for yeah, it's basically a style project, and the problem with style projects is always that they don't know, they look better than they work. I have the feeling. Let us just bring that down. Bring that down and place it somewhere. So, as much as I don't like it, I would like to test the whole thing with projectors. But for the projectors, I will have to set up some stuff, and we can't do that today, so I will do that over the next day and make a blueprint of the wings. Maybe we can keep the whole thing as it is, and then put a projector on the rotor and use that to project in the wing. That might be an idea, and let's hope that the projector is not throwing it out of whack as much. But yeah, that should be cool. But again, I would like it to be substantial, not substantial. I'm not sure if that's the right word. I want it to be a hard object. The wings, having them as basically holograms, I wouldn't like that as much, but maybe it can make the project workable. Let's say it that way. Good. Okay, the next things that we need to do is we need to remove the thing from the landing pad. Then bring this away from the landing pad. And hopefully everything is turned on. Okay, and then we cut a hole into the landing pad. Again, I want to do both, kind of. I want to work on the base, I want to work on everything around, because for the next time, that's one problem that you have in the shade here, is that you don't see the shadows all too much. I want to work on both kind of at the same time. I want to bring the base up and also work on the kind of stylish projects next to it. The ornithopter is just the first thing, and again we will do more. We will do more with having a harvester, and again a carry-all should be a thing too in the future. But for now we remove this, and then I can work on the landing pad. Good. I should also remove these for now. They don't really serve a purpose at the moment. Let me cut a hole in here and see where I'm at. Okay, I could just place it on top of here. Maybe that's okay. No, we can't. We need to make it bigger, because the refinery should keep its ability to accept upgrades, and so we will have to go a bit away, make the whole landing pad a bit bigger, and then 5. One more. Then I need some curve bits. Oh, come on. Okay, so we're working in the wrong color. I don't care. For now, I don't care. I will recolor that later. And now place some more stuff up top. Oh yeah, what I wanted to show you is, and I hope that works. I hope that works. So I brought in a mod that is called Color Palette. Build colors. Build colors is the thing. So I have this. I made this color here for basically this planet, and there's no use in using it somewhere else. And we maybe are able to save this and say I want it to save as build colors. Save, and we will call that Dune. So build colors saved the set, and now if we go and change this, and I hope this works out, to purple, we could hopefully go in and say build colors, load Dune, and we should have our color back. See, or did it not change? It did change, so that's a good thing. Now it's back. So I did that for the standard colors, and now we can basically have colors for each planet. That's something I really like. These are mods I really like that help us to kind of to these small changes that we just miss out on, because why do we only have this amount of colors? Why not more? Why do I have to write down my colors, my color palette? It's I also saw that, oh, one thing I want to do, give me a sec. I wanted to look up who made Build Colors. Build Colors is made by Sisk, and just to give proper credit there. So another thing I found out, and it is just me not keeping up to date with everything all the time, is that the paint gun got updated. I wanted to take a look at that. So, oh yes! But how do we change the skin now? It's not that. It's not that. So what button would that be? It's not that. Oh. Can we take a look at that? I know that there is somewhere. No, Ansel. Go away. Go away. There is the mod menu somewhere, and I don't know where. In the admin? I don't know. So I will take a look what the button for that is. But now we can also change the skins here, and that's a cool thing. That's a really cool thing. But let me continue doing my stuff here. This all needs doing. I kind of need to also have a normal connector point, but maybe that is something. Maybe that is something we should construct later. This would need a bit of raising, so if I put a connector down and have the ship sit flush on the ground, we would have to have a connector on a piston, and then maybe push that up a bit so that we can connect these ships up. That's not the worst idea. We could work with some some sensors, and then have maybe even automatic pistons that just come up when the ship is in place. I'm not sure. We will have to see. Let us move this battery. I hope that the parts of it don't get destroyed. I can just maybe move it to somewhere here. Now I forgot the name. Frankenhorse? We talked a bit about the fluid batteries in the comments of the last video. I think the last. I don't know. And we don't know. We talked about how that would work and what that is, and because I had the question the last time if the NE part, MH part is the nickel metallurgide that I know of, and we talked a bit about what a liquid battery would be, and that it basically a car battery is kind of a liquid battery because it uses acid to work or something like that. But I'm pretty sure that here it is meant as liquid because it kind of works a bit like a liquid. You refill or you reload this nickel metallurgide, and I'm not sure if nickel metallurgide would be the way to go there. It seems to be a bit backwards because nickel metallurgide, as far as I know, is just is by now an old way to do batteries. I'm pretty sure that people that have more knowledge can explain that to me and can say, no, nickel metallurgide is used in these and these cases, because as far as I know, why we don't use why we still use these lead acid batteries in cars is because they react better to power spikes or something like that. I don't know. I heard something there, and again, I'm absolutely not perfect at this. The question was for me how why would you use nickel metallurgide if everything now gets changed over to lithium ion and all this stuff? So I don't know. It's every time that I run into these kind of questions. Another thing I need to do is we need a way to connect our rover up to the base. Also something that I need to think about. I'm thinking about a crane, but I have the connector on the backside, so we could also just use this. But the rover definitely needs power. The small solar panels are just not the way to go, and I would like to use it more. That's why I kind of want to have a way to connect it up. Ooh, another another thing. Yesterday, Ramethab ran a competition on his server community. I'm not sure if it's. I will have to ask him if it is his server community or if he is just part of it. I don't understand that. I don't understand how that is all connected. And he used a marble mod. And the marble mod has some statues in it. I don't want the marble because it is a new resource. I want the statues. So if you have any suggestions for statues or something like that, let me know. That would be nice to have just some statues around to make things a bit nicer. Okay, yeah, I will work in the next few days on the ornithopter a bit more, change that over. Maybe I make a copy of it and put it into... I don't know. I could make a copy of it, but the problem is... how to do this? I would like to keep the original, but the problem is I don't have the necessary materials anymore down here. So maybe I need to get rid of this and put in a conveyor, because I want to be able to go off to the sides, and that's something I can't do if it's that way. Okay, because I think I still have... No, I don't have materials in here anymore. I'm pretty sure that... Tim brought that all in. Yes, okay, that's nice. That's how this should be. To have more space on here. Oh, leg spike. To store these ships. Oh yeah, and it lacks thrusters at the moment. Maybe if we change it over to projections, that is also not a problem anymore, because then we don't lug around all the weight of the wings. These ships need lights at the bottom. Here in the shade, I don't see how high I'm up. So G spotlight. With this, I should be able to see the ground a lot better. Ooh, the game slows down right now. Okay. Good. Good. Okay, now I can work on this more. I can work on these parts. You can see that I started to kind of figure out a way how these side railings... I don't know, it's not a railing. I want to have these side parts on the stairs that go to, I don't know, somewhere here, that are in the picture, that run up on the side of this staircase. And I want to have something on top. And I'm not sure yet how wide I will make this. But now that I have... Now the thing is, I have everything up and running to produce materials. One suggestion from the last video was to kind of, set it up, drill out stuff in here, and you can see I have done that. And take the resources to make more steel plates and all this stuff. And that's a thing I can do now. I can bring in stuff so that we can definitely work more on this structure without me having to constantly go back to space and bring in the materials. I need something here to... That was not the best idea to get rid of the... I need a container here or something like that. Otherwise I can't grab materials if needed. No. So. And I also... We have the seat there, so I can refill if necessary. Good. I think it's coming along. That's the thing. Now I can care for the shape of this structure a bit more. I can widen the whole thing, and then I can also drill into the inside. That's one of the things, again, that was suggested that I should do, is drill that out, grab everything in it, and just... Ooh. That can't be true. It shows different numbers. Yesterday I had some, I don't know. Oh, it is that amount. Then maybe more power equals more ice, because yesterday I had a lot less. A lot less. 600 kilowatts. I don't know. Activity. I played a lot. Maybe it's that case. That's the thing. I worked with this, I worked on this and all that stuff, so maybe it is that what gives me all the ice right now. Good. We have a good amount of stuff right now. And with Tim, we shouldn't run out of everything that Tim can just produce. So here you can see these are the ingots we have right now. That's just from digging out the material below us. And I didn't even grab everything. Sometimes I just right-clicked it because it was just not nice. Not behaving well. Yeah, I need another build and repair system here. That is just too slow right now. Good. Yeah, that will be more digging. So I thought about that. Don't know. I go to a planet and suddenly I start to dig, and I don't know why. It's not like I always intend to just dig everything out, but I don't know. Maybe I should go back to Mars and then stop digging into the ground by hand. Just build upwards. This is... I think this will come along really, really nice. This structure, by the way, will be really bulky, I have the feeling. And I think it will be okay that it is that way. It needs to be kind of a massive fortress. I also want to put some guns on there somewhere. Maybe in places where it looks nice. And I have the feeling it needs to be a really bulky looking fortress here on this planet to don't know. It was meant at one point to dominate this planet, and don't know, it changed after that, but first I was kind of meant as a fortress to keep everything in line. So maybe we should go with that appearance, definitely. Okay, but people, I think that's all for today. We worked more on this, we worked a bit on the station, and now I can continue to experiment with this. I can continue to work on this part, and I think I will just add another build and repair system. No. Build and repair. Oh, come on. This is aggravating. All blocks. Get rid of this. Get this. And then just put this in. Build this. Yes. You turn on here in the world. It is a problem, the build and repair systems in the world, when they can't build anything, when they try to build something, they really make problems. because then they constantly try to, there's constant updates with them and all that stuff. And here in the world, I always thought it at one point as, okay, I need to turn some off or something like that. On the server, ooh, it is crazy. It is crazy how bad the build and repair systems there behave. You really kind of have to control the number of build and repair systems that run at the same time, otherwise the server will noticeably lag. Yeah, it's weird, but that's how that works. Good people, from the stairs of my palace here, I say, yeah, hope you liked this episode. If you did, please leave a like on the video. And yeah, take a look at the description. There's all the links to, the Discord, the Twitter, my Patreon. That is always appreciated if people decide to go for that. And yeah, otherwise, I hope to see you in the next episode. See ya, guys.